everyone, welcome to this video about pigeon destringing. So what is destringing and why is it important? Well, if you look around at pigeons' feet, you'll often see string and human hair wrapped around their toes and their feet, which causes them to lose circulation and the limbs eventually fall off, which is super painful. So what we do is we learn how to safely catch the pigeons, destring them, and then release them. And so this video is going to be broken into 3 parts to show you how to do this. First of all is going to be how to catch a pigeon, and then how to destring the pigeon, and then lastly the tools you're going to need in your kit to be successful. Here Andrew has been standing for a few minutes with his legs and feet not moving. He's been releasing seeds slowly from his hand, getting the pigeons to come to him rather than chasing them. When he sees a pigeon who has string, he slowly bends down, and when the pigeon's directly under his hand, he quickly extends his lower arm like a lever. The pigeon's wing comes out, but sometimes this happens and you just gently tuck it back in. After Andrew catches the pigeon, Susanna has the sock open and ready. Together they tuck the pigeon into the sock head first, making sure that their wings are safe. They also want to make sure that their beak doesn't get caught inside the sock. The purpose of the sock is to help the pigeon stay calm. Shaimal approaches this destringing by first spraying. Spray is really important because it helps disinfect, loosens up some of the string and hair, and it can also help flush out some dirt. He tries with the tweezers, but the string is too tight, so instead he picks up some scissors. He tries to do some really careful cutting. However, this is a more advanced case than you'll typically encounter, so let's look at another destringing. The scissors are really important in destringing. Shaimal gets under some of the string here by sliding the tip of the blade parallel to the string. This method minimizes the risk of poking or cutting the pigeon. Once Shaimal cuts one string, he switches to the flat tweezers to unravel the string from the foot. This may look intimidating, but you can improve quickly with practice. It can be difficult to figure out which direction the string or the hair is running in. So you can lightly tug on the string or the hair. At this point, Shaimal goes for the scissors again so he can cut off that whole chunk. He then reaches for the wipe to clean off his tools and to trap the hair inside so it doesn't fly away. Shaimal goes back to unraveling the string in the direction that it's wrapped in using the tweezers. He's able to unravel between the toes by following where the string comes. After a successful destringing, Shaimal and Anthony prepare to release the pigeon. Anthony holds on to the pigeon's wings while Shaimal slowly rolls the sock over their head, careful not to pull out any feathers. Anthony then places the pigeon on the ground where the pigeon can safely fly away. Never throw a pigeon. Here are the tools that you're going to need to destring. So, first of all, bird seed. I got this one from Wild Bird in Berkeley, and you can see the ingredients down here. They're millet, sunflower seed, and safflower oil. So we've been successful using a couple different kinds of seed. I'll show you what this one looks like. You can see it's kind of round, so it can roll away, especially if it's really windy. I know some folks like to use brown rice instead because it doesn't tend to roll as much. But this has worked out pretty well for us. So after you catch your pigeon, you're going to be wearing these gloves, and then you're going to put a sock around the pigeon, over the pigeon's head, around their wings. These are just men's wide socks. You want to make sure the socks aren't too tight. We use a new sock for every pigeon that we catch to prevent the spread of disease or mites. And then at the end of the day, we'll just take them all home, wash them so we can reuse them next time. This is the spray that we apply liberally onto the pigeon's feet. And then we've got these wipes, which are very useful. This is what the wipe looks like. It's folded in half, and I like to put my tools on the wipe so they don't have to touch the ground. You got these two tweezers with different points, and then you got cuticle scissors, which are very, very useful. And so the wipe is also useful because after you remove the string, you can kind of wipe it on the wipe and make sure, you know, it doesn't fly away, so the dirt and the string doesn't just fly back out there. For blood, if there is any bleeding, which shouldn't happen very often, you've got these two options. Clotazol is kind of like a creamy consistency, and you can just squeeze it onto the wound and it'll solidify and stop the blood. And this quick stop powder works the same way, but it looks different. You can stick a Q-tip in there and just put a little bit on the wound if you need. And so when you're done destringing a pigeon, you've taken the sock off and released the pigeon, hand sanitizer after each destringing is good. And then I just store all these tools. I got one of these, which is really useful. You can keep everything in one place, easy to access and easy to carry around. And that's everything that you should need to successfully destring.
Perfect.
Oh!
Oh.
Bye! That was great.